Okay, folks, the prospect of a better day in North Korea is quickly fading. They're already showing aggression towards South Korea over some alleged snub during the funeral, and they're telling the rest of the world not to expect any kind of substantive policy changes from this new regime. And the road to World War III is continuing, folks, as the Strait of Hormuz becomes a focal point over the potential halting of up to a sixth of the world's oil supply. Realize that the European, United States, and even Chinese economies cannot handle a sharp increase in the price of oil. It will stagnate and undercut the problems that we already have and the solutions that are trying to be put in place. And as every country, especially in that region, is preparing for this coming war, let's think about the choice that is to be made here. Either Iran will be allowed to develop a nuclear warhead, or someone will interfere and have to deal with China and Russia. There really is no good solution. Having a look at the RSOE, folks, the Cleveland volcano erupted briefly yesterday and an alert level has been raised, so we have to watch out for more eruptions. For the second time in about a month, a Russian atomic vessel has caught fire up in the Arctic Ocean. It's kind of a strange phenomenon. We have had some giant waves, some little mini tsunamis in the Indian Ocean region, and we had another one last night actually capsize a boat just north of Madagascar. Wonder if these things have anything to do with the strong weather pattern that is creating these tropical cyclones in the region, or perhaps something that's going on with the Gulf of Aden. If you don't know about the strange things happening there, I'd look that up. Folks, our buddy Radiation Test shared this video out of Japan yesterday. It's not just the Arctic ring seals being affected by the radiation, folks, and it's only a matter of time before it's humans as well. Having a look at the Russian Phobos grunt, folks, we're only about 2 weeks away now from it coming back down to Earth, and its orbit probably decayed a bit more than average yesterday, or over the last 24 to 48 hours, due to the significant space weather we had. Now you can see the solar wind speed is dropping a bit, but the solar wind density is still very high, and we're still not done with this coronal hole stream, and we do have another CME on the way. But you might be thinking, well, what's significant space weather? We only had minor disturbances on our magnetometers, and we didn't have a geomagnetic storm. Well, folks, if you've been around here and you've been paying attention, you know that that's not the only kind of significant space weather you can have. We had a lot of solar plasma penetration as seen there on the total electron content, and you can see the spike in the last 24 to 48 hours there on the critical frequencies in the F2 layer, and you can see a little spike on the F1 layer as well. Now, folks, yes, we are always worried about a one-time massive CME, a massive solar flare, and terrible geomagnetic storms. But if you've been paying attention, you also know that we're worried about a long-term cumulative effect on our F1 layer, just juicing us up, making us more vulnerable to space weather in general. So as we have another active region putting out M flares going to be turning towards the Earth, let's keep our eye on this cumulative effect, folks. Let's watch the sun and let's watch out for World War III. Be safe.